That's one kind of profile, but today again we're looking at picture profiles on the Sony CX cameras. Hi, just recently I was experimenting with profiles, picture profiles on my Canon M50, and I'll put a link above there with a little ticket, and also the Sony ZV-1, and that'll be up there as well somewhere. Or as the Americans say, the ZV-1, which is a bit more groovy sounding. Anyway, I was looking at those picture profiles because one thing that they actually do is they cope really well with contrast levels. You can kind of select your profile according to what you're taking a picture of. And if you see something blowing out in your picture, rather than just trying to underexpose, you can go to one of those profiles and sometimes you can underexpose just a little bit less. There's less underexposure needed because of the color profile, especially in the case of cinema, that cinema one, or the film flat on the, which one is it? Oh, it's the Canon, that's the Canon M50. The Sony does much the same, and very often with the Sony, I use the HLG. I find that to be really good. It gives a lovely picture quality, and it doesn't need too much tweaking in post, which is rather nice. Now with the Sony CX camcorders, what you've got is your normal picture, or a thing that they call Cinematone, and it's very rarely mentioned. What Sony say about it is it's basically there to kind of more resemble a film. I mean, what I've got here is it's supposed to resemble the atmosphere of a film camera. In fact, actually, it's just an alternative color gamma contrast scheme. Really, it's altering what's called the gamma, which is kind of the brightness of the image, where the brightness of the image is sitting. The color profile is just slightly different, not massively, but just slightly different. And the last one, well, the contrast is how bright the whites are and how dull the blacks are. And that's the contrast range. So it is an alternative. And so what I'm looking at is how does the Cinematone change the picture, both indoors actually and outdoors in brighter light as well. So let's have a look.